Okay, today we're looking at understanding graphs, and right now I have a little graph right here that goes from this point right here on the left over to 5, 5 over here on the right, and we're gonna basically analyze and answer some questions about this graph. So we'll start simple. What is f of 3, f of 4? To find f of 4, this is telling us that the x-coordinate is 4, and so I would look up the point where the x-coordinate is 4 and find the y-coordinate. The y-coordinate is 3. What this means is by plugging 4 into the actual equation and worked it out, the answer I would have gotten is 3. Remember that the graph is the set of solutions to your equation. They have worked the problem out for you. Okay, so is f of -2 positive? And if you go and you look over here at f of -2, when you plug in -2, you get an answer 4. And so 4 is indeed positive. And so this right here is yes. That is a positive y value. For what values is f of x equal to 0? Now in this question right here, the x is the unknown. I know when I work it out, the answer, the y-coordinate is 0. And so what that means is I am looking for points where I have y 0. So I look along the x-axis. So what this is asking in actuality is, can you tell me what are the x-intercepts? And my x-intercepts are here, here, and here. I have 3 x-intercepts. And so the answer is just list those 3 numbers. And so it is x is equals to -3. Oh, that's a -3 right here. -1 and 3, and those are your x-intercepts. The next thing they ask about is for what values is f of x greater than 0? So when is f of x greater than 0? To be greater than 0 means the y values are greater than 0. That's another way of writing this right here is y is greater than 0. If y is going to be greater than 0, it means that the y values I'm looking for, open circle, must be above the x-axis. And so I can then use my pen right here and trace the position of the graph where the graph is above the x-axis. So whenever they're asking us for what value x are we above the x-axis, we're only concerned about the x values. And so this picture that I have drawn right here is actually misleading. So you gotta go back. And what you have to do right here is only concern yourself with the x values over which this is happening right here. And so the solution right here to this question right here will be x must be between -3 and -1, and x must be between 3 and 5. It is on those regions that you see the graph being less than 0. All right. All right. So next question. What is the domain and what is the range of the function? The domain is the lowest to the highest x. While the range is the lowest to highest y value that the graph contains. So if you look at the graph right here, you can see that the lowest x value is -4. And the graph is defined, or you can trace the graph all along until 5, and then after 5 there is no more graph. So your domain will be from one side of the graph to the other. Would be x such that x is between -4 and 4. Notice I have closed circles in each end, and so I will have to use the closed circle right here, the less than or equal to. And then the y values, you have to be more careful. You can see the lowest y value is actually -3. It's -3 twice. And the highest y value is 5. So from -3 all the way up to 5, right here, that's my range. So my range are the y values that go from y being between -3 and 5. And that right here is my range value. Lowest y value to the highest y value that the graph attains. Heading on back. Now we've already answered this question, but we'll answer it again. What are the x-intercepts? The x-intercepts are the same things as the zeros, the same thing as the roots, the same thing as the points where the graph meets the x-axis. And so you have 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. And so that will be, you can either write them as -3, -1, and 3, or you can write them as ordered pairs, -3, 0, -1, 0, and 3, 0. Those right here are your x-intercepts. And your y-intercepts is where the graph meets the y-axis. You only have one y-intercept right here. And so your y-intercept will be at 0, -2, or just -2. Right. How often does the graph intersect the line y equals 2? Intersect. Intersect the line y equals 2. Well, y equals 2 is a horizontal line that will go through the value 2. So right here, and you draw the line straight across, you can see it's 3 times. And the only other interesting thing you got to remember is that the zeros is the same thing as the x-intercept, is the same thing as the solutions to the problem. All of those things right here are just your x-intercepts. All right. Have a nice afternoon. Good day.